Hey everybody, this is Accelerator's Let's Play of Sonic Adventure DX. Not DX. I'm stupid. Sonic Adventure for the original Dreamcast. Obviously, if you can read, then at this point, you know we're going to action stage number 3, Casinopolis. And it's pinball themed. So this level is going to be a while. In fact, I'm pretty sure this entire video is this level. Yeah, and I'm not good at pinball. It's almost, I feel like there's a delay on the bumpers. But anyway, so you know, I'm just going to be talking about stuff this episode because it's really past a certain point. It's pinball. There's not really much to talk about. I mean, it's somewhat fun to play. I'll give them that. The pinball, but it's not fun to watch. But I'm making you watch it anyway. In fact, a whole episode of it. Yeah, I know. There actually is a little bit of action stage in this episode, though. Right down here. The dumps. Yeah, so the light speed dash is actually pretty useful here. You can actually get a lot of rings in this area. In fact, you can probably get more rings in this area than you can any pinball table. Which, for a pinball gimmick level, is pretty bad. Pretty glaring flaw there. Like, honestly, you can get most of the rings you need in here alone. I think it's getting less than 50 rings will put you in here. But really, you actually want to be in here. There is stuff that can hurt you down here, so you got to be careful about that. But really, I mean, you can get a lot of rings here. You actually really want to do this at least once. Past a certain point, the pinball tables are probably a bit more profitable, I suppose. But here, nah. Like, I probably wouldn't go in here more than once. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the stipulation right now. You gotta have 400 rings to get the Chaos Emerald here. Camera glitch. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Alright, so you want to charge up your light dash here. Jump. Not there. Jump. Light speed dash. There you go. Now you're invincible. And you're also out of here. And where do you end up? In the bathroom. Disgusting. And there's some rings you can get in here in the bathroom too. Oddly enough. And I didn't show this off, but you can also actually there's like this circular type slot machine things. You can actually attack them and get quite a number of rings out of them as well. As you can see, I have like 296 rings, or was that 240? Oh, 248. So yeah, I do end up having to do quite a bit more at a pinball table in order to progress, I suppose. Yeah, see, like this is nowhere near enough, and you can try to glitch it out, but really that doesn't work. There's an invisible wall. So yeah, you can't just spin dash jump your way up there. And don't think that later when you're playing as Tails you can just fly up there, because you don't even enter the main casino area as Tails. And I'll explain why in a little bit. I'm sorry if I feel like my voice sounds hoarse, but I can't really tell. So I apologize if it sounds hoarse. Might have something to do with the fact that I've been talking to customers all night at work. Well, not really all night. I just got home from work, and I'm post-commentating over this footage that I recorded. I had some footage of Kingdom Hearts recorded, but the audio is desynced. Luckily, it won't take long to recover where I was. The only problem is I actually have to record it again, which I don't have time for tonight. unfortunately. So yeah. Oh yeah, shaking the, obviously the triggers do the bumpers, and shaking the control stick, or wiggling the control stick will actually, it will do, it'll tilt. You know, make the screen shake. Or the pinball, it'll make the pinball table shake. I'm running out of things to say here, really. I have, been trying multiple times to find something cool at my local pawn shop, trade it. But honestly, I just can't find anything cool in there. They have, like, the coolest, like, it seems like that Sega Saturn was about the coolest thing they had. Not Sega Saturn. I wish they had a Sega Saturn. Sega Dreamcast. It's weird because they have games and accessories for like the Sega Genesis, and they even have Sega Saturn controllers, but they don't have a Sega Saturn or a Sega Genesis in there. What that tells me is that they probably had something at one point and don't have it anymore, or never had it. Like, they just have to accept what people give to them, I guess. And they're like my only pawn shop in the area. There is one more pawn shop, and I've checked it out. But like, I go to a pawn shop to find retro gaming stuff. The oldest thing they have is the PS2. So anyway, I believe I'm done here. Maybe not. I think this is where I find out that I need just like literally 20 more rings. I need literally 20 more rings. Yeah. And I keep thinking, like, maybe there's some other method of obtaining rings I could do. Like I don't think I actually knew about the slot machines at this point. And I knew that when you come back here as Knuckles later, you can actually at one point you have to destroy this statue. Which, you know, spoilers I guess, but you know, that you can't actually destroy it in Sonic's story. So I have to go into this pinball table to get literally 20 more rings. That sucks. I think it seems like after I get 20 rings, I'm just like, you know what, screw it. Because this isn't fun to watch. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This isn't fun to watch back. The rest of the game is somewhat fun to watch back, just because, you know, oftentimes, like this footage is actually kind of old, so I don't remember exactly what I did. Like, you know, the first couple things of footage, I literally recorded it like the previous day, so I kind of remembered, like, oh, I died here, you know, I did this was pretty cool, you know, all that kind of stuff. I never really remembered that. I don't really remember any of this. Granted, I was pretty much just kind of waiting for this to be over, but this is easily, I think, probably Sonic's worst level in his story. There are worse things in this game, but I think this is probably the worst level in Sonic's story. In Sonic's story. Now, bear in mind, that's kind of that's relative. You know, it's not terrible, because Sonic's story was, you know, the levels in Sonic's story are all pretty good in this game. You know, there's a lot worse than this in the same game. And it's the first 3D Sonic game, I can't really blame them. You know, they tried out a couple new gameplay styles that just didn't quite work, and they haven't been brought back in future games. So I mean, you know, this was a slightly experimental game. It was their first 3D game. So now I should have enough to get up to the Chaos Emerald at 481, and I get it. Yes. Sweet. Yeah, like at this point, I've actually recorded a lot of footage. Like, oftentimes I have more time to actually play the game than I do to record, because I like to I have more time to record the footage than I do to record my voice commentating it. That will become important for the next level. So at this point, I have like almost all of, I'd say about 3/4 of Sonic's story completed already.
Hey!
And Sonic's story is easily the longest.
Oh, no,
maybe with the exception of Tails getting kind of close.
Hey, man.
Which There's one other character that I think might be a little bit longer, but not by that much. Anyway, the rest of this is just cutscene. So Eggman just stole. He just stole 2 Chaos
Oh
Emeralds.
man, what happened to that emerald we just had?
Did he steal 2, or it looked like he stole?
I guess Eggman's got one of them, but the other one's safe. That guy must be desperate.
That means his 2 to our 1, and that's not good.
Yeah, I think he stole.
On, Sonic,
I'm gonna have to
we
look
need
back
to
at the
get
cutscene
busy.
later. I think he stole 2. So, that's going to be it for this episode of Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast. I have been Accelerator. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.